Hi there, and welcome to Lorena's Labyrinth today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hopefully, I'll be able to deliver this video in a professional way. I'll do my best. I do try. Just in case you're not aware, I'm Anna. I am the business owner of Lorena's Labyrinth. And the reason I make these comments about hopefully I can is I did say on one of my other videos, and I'll continue to say so, I am recording these videos in advance so that I can schedule them on YouTube. And I'm recording them at a time when I have just got myself a little doggy who's very busy, and he is very clingy to me. He's at my feet as I record, chewing away on a toy, because that's what obviously little doggies do. So anyway, I will crack on. Before I get into it though, I just want to remind people that when we talk about the properties of colour, we're talking about chromotherapy and the links with the chakras, and this is where they get, or these are the links, shall we say, between the colour and the messages that I give to you today. So we'll get cracking on bronze and see what that can offer us. So, of course, when it comes to understanding and interpreting the messages of the colours, as said before, it's about linking them with the chakras. And the best way to describe this, artists will probably understand it easier than perhaps others, is when you are trying to mix a colour on, say, a palette, and you bring in shades of the primary colours. This is what we use to make the actual colour. So for bronze, what we're looking at is lots of the primary yellow with a little bit of red, and that gives it a little bit of an orange tint. And you can have the white to lighten it, or if you want to add some blue, you can give the colour bronze a little bit more depth. Now, as you're aware, all colours have depths of shades. You know, they could be lighter or they could be darker. So when we talk about this, for bronze, what we're talking about is it's a colour that's linked obviously to the blue, which is of protection and intuition and even communication and expression. When you talk about a little bit of red, you're also talking about will and willpower. The orange is about creativity, because that brings in trust, faith, and hope, and directing it into positive and creative pursuits. And so this is where we connect the colour with the meaning. So it's primarily because of the links with the yellow that bronze actually inspires strength, because the yellow chakra is associated with strength as well. And wisdom, of course, comes through from the crown chakra, that's the little bit of the blue and the red that comes together. And love, of course, that is divine love, and that's your divine connection. But what we're looking at here is a color that inspires strength, wisdom, love, and the ability to be able to rise above problems, particularly if those problems are occurring within the workspace or the work environment, because work is associated with the red chakra. This is about covering base survival needs. So if we were wanting to enhance the work experience, or we're looking at career growth, then we would work with the colour bronze, because it's a colour that lends itself to bringing the right people into your business or work environment at the right time. And this could be either to build a business, if you're looking at building a business, or to get promotions within your current workspace. And it can even, because of these links, can result in drawing greater wealth, prosperity, and financial abundance into your life. So these are the times, if this was what you were hoping to develop in your life, you would be then working with the colour bronze. And that could be even wearing an item of bronze somewhere on your person. It can be a piece of fabric, or I don't think many of us like to wear bronze as jewellery, so probably a bronze-coloured piece of fabric, or even printing off some bronze onto some paper if you've got access to a printer that does metallic or whatever. Just carry it on your person. Whoops. So for those people that have been struggling, particularly in the workspace where perhaps there's been some conflict and that kind of thing, there needs to be a bit of mediation and negotiation. you definitely would be working with or encouraged to work with bronze in this situation, and also to trust your own instincts. Now, other times that you might draw upon the healing properties of bronze is if you're hoping to break negative and destructive emotional patterns, because that will help to release any irrational fears and any anxieties that you might be carrying. And it's also said to cleanse your entire being. And with that, I'm talking about your physical aspects as well as your emotional and psychological thoughts, feelings, this kind of thing, to detoxify them, to remove toxic thoughts and emotions. So, based on that, of course, when we're detoxifying, obviously there becomes, well, I say obviously, but perhaps I shouldn't. We can expect to have increased strength and vitality as we detoxify and get the less than love stuff out of our aura and physicality. What else can I say about this? Probably not a lot more. I guess just simply, when we're talking about physical strengthening, this image is good, but it's at the wrong angle. I probably should have turned it around the other way. If we're talking about a person, if you visualize yourself standing up, and this is what this activity is about, if you've got some physical strength limitations, you might have a bad back or whatever, and you need to strengthen that part of your body because it's depleted, then you would visualize a bronze thread like what we've got here that is just circling and coiling around your body, and that it stitches and strengthens it and knits it together. So if you've got, say, back problems with vertebrae or whatever, you can imagine or visualize this cord knitting everything together where it needs to be. Now, of course, there is the affirmation here that goes with it. You would do an invocation. Of course, I must say that just because there are some people that will say that this works, but everybody is different. And I just think there's no harm in giving things a shot, and if you give it a go, let me know how it works for you. But anyway, the affirmation that you can do with this activity is, Divine Spirit, I now invoke the bronze ray of light to heal and strengthen and rejuvenate my body. And of course, end with thanks be. You can actually take this activity a little bit further than seeing the coil. You can actually then visualize, as I said, the bronze ray. You could imagine a ray of light that is the color of bronze that you have the power to direct into the certain areas of your body that might need strengthening. And I mean, this can be also done for muscle damage as well. If you've got a strained muscle or muscle problems, ligament problems or whatever, you can direct this bronze color into whatever area is depleted and is not working particularly well. And then you would just the idea is, when you're doing these kind of things, is that you keep sending the energy or the light, and of course we're talking about visualizing, into that area until you feel comfortable to stop. Now, the idea is, if you had clairvoyance, you would be able to look and see this area of your body becoming clear, clean and healthy, and becoming stronger. So that's a simple activity that you can do. Let me know how it goes for you, though. Or, just put up any comments at all, actually. If you think that it's a bit out there, that's fine. So, my friends, that's it for today. Another very short video, and I like them short. I don't know about you, because not everything needs to be long and drawn out. And when it comes to visualizing and using color within different healing ways, there's so many different ways that you can do it. You're not restricted and limited to the suggestions that I make on these videos. Don't forget, at the beginning of this playlist, I've actually done introductions to color healing and color therapy, and I've talked about chromotherapy as well. But you don't have to watch the entire videos. I put chapters on there with little buttons, whatever it's called, in the description, the timing thing, where you can click onto a topic and just go and look at it that way. And they're long videos, but you don't necessarily have to watch all of them in their entirety to get the benefit of them, is where I'm going. So with that, I'm going to say love you, leave you, have a wonderful day, take care of yourself, wonderful week, blessings to you, catch you on the next video. Bye bye for now.